What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel once again. Now, today we're going to be starting something. We're going to do a kind of podcast type of series, which we're going to be doing maybe once a month or something like that, where we're going to sit in my office, as you can see, filled with car parts right now for the MX-5, because as you can see, there's a head there, turbo there, everything everywhere. But enough of me chatting shit. We're going to be doing a podcast, and how we're going to start that is by doing a Q&A from you guys. Now, I put up a post on Instagram yesterday, and we've got a load of questions come through, which is absolutely awesome, which is going to be the topic for today's video. And also, I want you to comment down below any suggestions for podcast ideas, what you want to hear, what you want to see, what you want me to discuss, whether it's new car reviews and news, whether it's any questions you have for me, just whatever it is, whatever you want to discuss, drop it in the comment section down below. But yeah, without no further ado, let's get cracking away, because I don't want to waste no time. Let's get straight into the questions. Right, so question number one from JDM Tuners. What's up, mate? This guy's been a supporter of the channel for a very long time, for 3 years since I first started, before the whole rebrand of the channel. And he said, what is the predicted horsepower goals for the MX-5? A fucking incredible question, lad. I mean, yeah, it's a tough one because, as you guys probably know, we're forging the engine. As you can tell from the taken apart engine behind me, like I showed you earlier. And we're going to forge it, we're going to put it back together, but first of all we're going to be running the old turbo setup. Well, I say old turbo setup, just the old turbo. The rest of the first setup, like intake manifold, all of that is going to be upgraded. So the max I reckon I'm going to get out of TD04 realistically is about 300 wheel horsepower. Now, that will sell at that for a couple of months whilst we're saving up for some stupidly expensive turbos. So yeah, about 300 off the mark straight away. As soon as it's back on the road, I want to be hitting that figure. After we've done that, you know what? It's probably going to be at least 400 is the goal. Now, if you guys know anything about MX-5s, you'll know that the transmission is the breaking point when you're going for big power. The transmission's the point of unreliability. I mean, a 6-speed, anything over 330, I reckon, is a no-no. I mean, it's just going to be braking left, right, and centre. We're going to run a 6-speed to start off with the TD04 with bigger power map, but yeah, I'm not going to talk about transmissions now because there's another question later on about that. So yeah, the goal, predicted horsepower goals, 300 off the mark, 400 plus. I mean, yeah, eventually, I mean, we can talk hypothetically here. Eventually, I do want to be going for 500, but that's not going to be for some time. You know, I want to get the car running at 300. Then I want to, whilst I'm saving up for the other bits, I want to get the exterior dialed in, new paint, super clean, Rocket Bunny kit, the whole lot. So we want to get it looking as I want it, running 300, and then we'll up the boost with a bigger turbo and go for big power. Question number 2 from Ed Hoop, again, long-term support of the channel. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. How long have you owned the MX-5? Ed says. Now, wow, I need to think about this. So I got it in February 2017, so February 2018, February 2019, February 2020, 3 years and 4 months precisely. Now that seems like a hell of a long time. Realistically, it's been off the road since December 2018. Was it December 2018? December 2018, yeah. So it's been off the road for over a year and a half, bang on, pretty much now. So out of that 3 years, only half of that time it's actually been on the road, and that's, yeah, about half of that time. So I've only actually ever driven the car for a year and a half in total. So yeah, I did that long, hell of a long time. Gonna own it for a hell of a lot longer. There's gonna be other projects coming on the channel too, but we're never getting rid of the MX-5. So for all you MX-5 haters out there that say it's a hairdresser's car, well, your boy is a hairdresser for life. Question number 3 from that Mark 1. Again, I'm telling you, it's all of the loyal subscribers. Yes, lads. Love that. He said, are you considering doing a full wire tuck? Short answer is no. Okay, now I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why. This car was never ever intended to be a show car. It's not meant to be clean. It's meant to be functional. I like form and function together, but the main thing I want is function. I want power, I want handling, I want reliability. Now, a wire tuck is just, I'd love to do it. It's just time consuming. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of wiring, although I am fairly decent at automotive wiring, I'd like to say, but I'll leave that to the audience to decide. But it's just not on my list of priorities right now. You know, maybe down the line, once everything else is dialed in, we'll think, yeah, fuck it, we'll do a wire tuck. But for the time being, I mean, I've tucked it fairly well. They're all completely under the arches, and you know what? Looking from the front of the car, you can't see any wires anyway, and you won't once the engine's in. So it's going to look pretty clean. And I'll again leave that to you guys to decide once the car's all back together, the engine's in, and that whole engine bay build is complete. I think it's going to look good as is. So, short answer, no. Will I do it in the future? Potentially. We'll just have to wait and see. Next question from Crafts, outrageous. Is it finished yet? Val, if you're watching this, you will know that I've had this car for a hell of a long time and it's never driven. And, well, actually, let's take a step back. It is driven. It definitely is driven. It just hasn't been driven for quite some time. And short answer, no. Again, it's not finished yet. You know what, I'm moving on to the next question because it stresses me out thinking that it's not finished yet. It will be finished soon. The end is in sight. I know it doesn't look like it, but the end is in sight. We've got a plan of parts coming, when it's going to be done, bada bing, bada boom, all going to be sorted. So, no, not finished yet. Will it be finished soon? Yes. And will there be a live unveiling? Yes, on the channel. We're going to film a live first start video. Now, that can either go exceptionally well and be awesome, or shit can hit the fan live and you'll just have a speechless me, but either way it's going to happen and we're going to do it for you guys. Next question from BWTV. Brad, top man, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Brad says, how's life been away from YouTube? Now, you know what, that's actually a very good question. Like, followers of the channel will know I probably stopped uploading consistency about when the car was taken off the road, December 2018. I started smoothing the bay off, I pulled the engine, and then completely lost motivation. Just wasn't feeling the car, and you know, it sat in the garage for probably all of 7 months before I picked it up and touched it again. Then worked on it for about 3 days, and lost motivation again because just sanding and sanding and sanding does do your head in. And yeah, you know, I just fell out of love with it, to be completely honest. Now, good news for you guys, I am finally back in love with it, and I'm really excited of the plans for the MX-5. Yeah, back to the question. What have I been doing and how has life been away from YouTube? It's been great. I mean, COVID-19 aside, because I've been working from home for the last 3-4 months, and yeah, I've had enough of it, to be fair. I've never ever thought I'd say I'd had enough of working at home, but I have. Now, what have I been doing? I've been working, like I said. I'm a tax accountant by trade. I've been doing some decorating around the house, spending time with friends, my girlfriend. Yeah, just keeping myself generally busy. I've had loads of other things that I've been doing behind the scenes, but yeah, it's been really good. I just started to miss the car, and with a nice sunny weather which we've had, I've just thought, oh, I wish I could be driving the MX-5. So here we are, we're back again, we're back to stay. But yeah, to answer the question, life away from YouTube has been good, but it's time to get back to it. Next question from Max Hennessy, top man. Hope you're doing well, mate. Plans for the exterior of the car, Max asks. Now, where do I start? As you guys probably know, I had a Rocket Bunny kit for the car, still have that. That's going to be, well, we test fitted it, we never painted it, but we want to do Rocket Bunny kit on the exterior. We need to chassis mount the ring. The rear end needs the RX-7 diffuser, it needs a UNOS spec number plate panel. It needs lots of bodywork, basically, because I want to repaint it, and there's no point painting it before doing all of the bodywork I want to do. So that means more smoothing, more. Just don't get me started on another bit of sandpaper. I don't want to think about it, but yeah, loads of aero. I want to do a Rocket Bunny splitter on the front with a big aero lip. Same on the sides. Wheels, we want some. I think the wheels I was looking at were 10J. No. Yeah. 15-inch by 10.5J wheels, so absolutely massive. ET -32. If you guys know anything about wheels, you know that spec is ridiculous. Yeah, better tyres, hard top. I think I'm going to paint the whole top section of the car black and leave the rest a different colour when I repaint it. So hard top spoiler. Delete loads of bits like the reflectors, the radio antenna, all of that sort of thing. So yeah, loads and loads of plans. Again, like I said, I mentioned the order which we're going to be doing things earlier in the video, but yeah, they're the plans for the exterior of the car. There's quite a lot which won't be too expensive. I mean, I can do most of the work myself. I'm going to buy an air compressor to do the paint myself. So you guys will be along, well, we'll be coming along on the journey of learning how to paint with one of those. As you guys probably know, like to think I'm pretty good at painting with rattle cans. Never painted professionally, so we'd like to see how that will turn out. But yeah, that's the plans for the exterior of the car. I Heart Miatas is up next. I met this guy in Bristol probably about 2 years ago. Really awesome fella, really nice MX-5. He asks what are the power figures or power goal for the MX-5 and what gearbox will I be running. Power goals I've already addressed earlier in the video. Gearbox, now this is what I wanted to hold off until this question, which I mentioned earlier in the video, but what gearbox, like I said, we're going to do a 6-speed gearbox to start with on the 300 brake horsepower or wheel horsepower level. Now, after that, there's a few options. Initially, I did want to go for an RX-7 Turbo 2 gearbox. Now, 2 reasons why I've changed my mind. One is the actual gearbox itself is a ball ache to source, and if one goes wrong, sourcing one in the UK, I mean, even sourcing the initial one in the UK is an absolute ball ache, but sourcing a second on demand is not on my agenda, to be fairly honest. So we're not going to be going for that. I think we'll probably be going with a BMW gearbox swap from Miata. That's what I'm thinking. Again, they're silly expensive, so that's another option. So yeah, Miata do a couple of different options for the gearbox swap. I'm not sure exactly what one yet, but it's going to be a BMW gearbox swap on the MX-5, which I know is controversial because German cars and Japanese cars, I don't really like German cars, so, but there you go. That's what things you've got to do to make a faster MX-5, hey? 2 more questions. First one was from a guy. Now the actual question is, hi mate, met you at a careers fair a couple of months ago. How are you doing? Awesome question, hey? Now this guy I actually met at a careers event for school leavers where I was speaking and talking to them about the tax accounting industry. Very, very exciting. We're not going to talk about that today because I'll probably bore you all to death. But yeah, mate, I'm doing great. I kind of mentioned that earlier. Everything's going well. Car's going well. How are you doing, buddy? Comment down below. Maple, shut the fuck up, please. I've got one more question. Right, so final question from Cool Cat Jordan. Now this one is probably quite anticipated. It's why did you delete all of the videos off your YouTube channel? Now, first of all, I didn't delete them. I privatised them. So for any long-term subscribers, if there's something that you need to install on your car and you want to look at my tutorial on how to do so, just please hit me up, send me a message, comment down below, send me a message on Instagram, whatever, and I'll send you the private link to them because, yeah, I want those to be available for you guys. But to be fairly honest, some of them were quite embarrassing. Now, I can say that from the bottom of my heart. I've been doing YouTube for on and off for about 3 years, and 3 years ago I was a very different person. I spoke very differently. I couldn't articulate myself in a way which I want to now. So I know everyone needs to come from somewhere, right? But I wanted to rebrand the channel. I wanted a fresh start. And you know what? I'm not really doing YouTube for the money, so I'm not that fussed about the ad revenue and all of those. I just wanted it to be a fresh start, slightly more professional. And yeah, I just really wanted to rebrand the channel, like I said. So that's the main reason. So there we have it. That's all of the questions. Now, I'm not sure exactly how long this podcast has been or will be. I'll find it out upon editing. But let me know down below on the kind of length of this, if this is okay. If you guys haven't noticed, we are wearing a little clip-on mic, and hopefully the audio quality is going to be a lot better on all future videos. So smash the thumbs up button if the audio quality is better. I'm sure it will be because I pre-recorded the clip before this and listened to it. So if you say it's not, then you're bloody lying, because it is. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Comment any suggestions down below as always, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.